Get others to do the work for you, but always take the credit. Let me begin by saying this. Many spiritual leaders and people in high places have demonized this book, but here is the truth many will not tell you. Almost everyone in leadership, whether knowingly or unknowingly, is already applying these laws. So let's take the president, for example. He appoints ministers across aviation, education, finance, interior, solid minerals, health, and many more. Each minister works tirelessly in their sector. The Minister of Aviation is delivering. The central bank governor is pushing reforms. The Minister of Education is doing an amazing job. The Minister of Solid Mineral is achieving breakthroughs. But at the end of the day, who does the credit goes to? I'm sure you guessed right. The president. Every achievement is counted as part of his portfolio, even when the actual legwork was done by those appointed under him. The same thing happens in churches. A general overseer may have branches across the nation and around the world. Resident pastors carry out the daily assignments, preach the sermons, pray for the people, and attend to their needs. Yet, whenever testimonies are shared, people give thanks to the God of the general overseer. The GO isn't there physically, but the credit flows upward. That is how the structure is designed. Let's take Sheyi Vodi for example. Everyone sings his name, but he doesn't sit behind the sewing machine to craft every outfit. There are skilled hands of over 200 people behind the scene, but the credit rests on his own personal brand. We don't just call it taking credit, we call it system, we call it structure. It's about building something bigger than yourself, where others get the job done, but the achievement strengthens your name and your brand. History is filled with examples. Thomas Edison is remembered as the father of the light bulb, but he was brilliant. He was brilliant, no doubt, but the real groundwork was done by his employees, researchers, and even collaborators like Nikola Tesla. Edison's genius wasn't just invention, it was his ability to organize people, to harness their ideas and effort, and stamp his name on the outcome. Think about today's billionaires. Many of them are not the most intelligent or most technically skilled in the role, but they have the leadership, the vision, and the ability to bring people together to execute that vision. You may never know the faces of engineers, designers, or strategists who do the day-to-day work, but you know the names of the founders, the face of the brand. How do you apply this law to your own personal life? So imagine you're building a startup. You don't have to try to do everything by yourself. Instead, bring in people, a graphic designer to handle the branding, a marketer to run your campaign, a developer to build the app. They do the work, but as the founder, you take the credit for the success. That is not exploitation. It is what we call leadership. But here is the balance. The law doesn't mean you should be manipulative. The best leaders know how to acknowledge and reward their team. Manipulation creates resentment. Collaboration builds loyalty. The goal is to let others work while you preserve your energy for the big strategic moves, the decisions that only you can make. So today, you may be the one serving, helping